Does Does any of you have a microphone by any chance?
I do. Yeah, I can hear you, man.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. I have a few questions. Maybe you can you have like a few minutes to answer some of my questions.
Go ahead. No, ask away. Ask away.
Okay, that's wonderful. I do like these interviews with people from different countries, and I like to hear their perspective on things. Okay, so what's your name?
My name is Vincent.
Vincent. Nice to meet you. My name is Lord Ravik. How old are you, Vincent?
I am 21.
21. And where are you from?
I am from the United States of America.
Wonderful, wonderful. Do you want to share with us what state?
I'm not gonna get that. Like,
No, no, it's okay.
but no.
That's okay. That's okay. Um, are you working? Are you in school?
Yes, I'm working.
Wonderful, wonderful. Are you willing to share with us who you voted for in the last election?
It's about to recruit you, brother.
Of
Be
course,
careful.
Donald Trump, bro. Come on, man.
Okay,
Make
that
America
is
great again.
that
Trump.
is
It's Trump.
that is wonderful. That is wonderful. How do you feel that Donald Trump is doing so far?
I'm seeing no problem with it right now.
10 out of 10, bro.
10 out of 10. How do you feel with him?
He's Israel's puppet. Are you serious?
Wait. Slow down, slow down. Let me finish my interview and then I interview you because I want to hear everyone's
yes.
opinion. Okay?
And if you support Trump, you support Israel.
How do you feel that the United States gives Israel every year $3.5 billion?
I personally don't like care. You know, like.
You don't care that they give them?
That was underneath the Biden administration. I mean, we're also supporting Ukraine. I mean, what's the difference? And
No. I'm not saying you should be for or against. I'm just asking your opinion. I'm not, not for.
I personally just I like his policies for the United States. I don't look at the other policies of other countries.
But I thought, yes, continue on.
My opinion is we should not put our nose into a country's business.
Because you need the money more, you should invest that money in the United States. That's what you're saying, if I'm understanding you correctly. Yeah. How does pledging so much money to Israel, how does that help the United States to be great again?
You're cutting out there. What?
My apologies. What I'm saying is let's move a little bit back so you can just move away a little. Stop. Okay. Move a little bit here with me, just a tiny bit, so we can do the interview a little bit better. Thank you, my friend. Okay. So what I was trying to ask you is how does all this money pledged to the to Israel by the United States, how does that make the United States great again?
It gives us more allies, I guess. I mean,
But yes.
It gives us protection on different fronts. I mean,
Do you not feel that that money could have been utilized in a better way in the United States? That a lot of these things are cut at the expense of the American people. Like, I'll give you another example of that, and I would like to know how you guys feel about that. Because look, I'm not American, and instead of formulating an opinion based on what someone else said, I'd rather ask American people, like really that live in the States, how they feel about that. Like, for example, there might be a war coming between the United States and Iran, and how do you feel about that?
I feel good about that. I mean, Iran's been poking at us for a while, and America has always been the
You're cutting out, my friend. There might be the connection. Vincent? I think Vincent disconnected. That's unfortunate. You see, we see now another name. Hello? Oh, Vincent, are you back? Ah, wonderful, wonderful. The connection you got cut a little bit.
Yeah. I lost connection there.
Yeah, no worries. You were just saying how Iran was poking the America for a long time.
Yeah. So countries tend to poke at America because we're the world police.
Yes.
We do that for a reason
Oh, Vincent? Vincent, are you back by any chance? No, Vincent. Oh, fuck. This is real work, people. Let's see if Vincent comes back and we can continue the interview.
Yo.
Hey, how are you, my friend?
How you doing, brother?
Okay. Can I make a short interview with you?
Do you wanna be
Okay.
annoying?
Where are you from, my friend?
My friend?
Where are you from?
From Texas.
Texas. Okay, what is your name?
Yes.
Hunter? Can I call you?
Hunter.
Okay.
Yes, Hunter.
Okay.
Hunter.
Nice to meet you, Hunter. How old are you?
I'm currently 16.
16. Nice. Do you have anyone in the army, like uncles, father, brother, someone that you know that's in the army?
You could say so.
Okay. How do you feel
In a
about?
sense.
Yeah, that's fine. Like maybe friend or loved one or someone like this. How do you?
Not that way.
Okay. How do you feel about the possibility of the United States going to war with Iran?
Yeah, I feel it wasn't right.
Is not right or is right?
It wasn't no option to do it. There was no reason.
Yes.
They wanted it for money.
Yes, and how do you feel about the fact that a lot of people are saying that America is always fighting the wars of Israel?
It is.
It
We have
is.
been there, and we have. America has always gone to the Middle East and messed it up for some reason. It was once known as the cultural representation of the world, but now they just think of it as an Islamic state of terrorism.
Yes. Do you think that there is any benefit for the United States to keep fighting these wars and waste this money and life?
There's no benefit. There's only money, and that's all they want.
Yes, it's 100%. I agree with you on that. That there is no benefit except for money for a few people. But it's unfortunate. It's never like all these politicians and even Trump. They never went to war, and it's only the working class that goes to war. Like it's the
It's
people.
only the common people.
Yes, exactly. It's like you and me that will have to fight in war. How do you feel about maybe possibility that there is a war and a draft, and maybe even you might be sent to Iran or to another war to fight a battle that's not really America's war?
I wouldn't like it. I wouldn't try any to go.
Yes.
I would try to go to, where my family were.
Yes. And but let's say, for example, that the United States was invaded by Russia, for example. Would you be willing to fight for the United States?
Oh, could you repeat that, brother? You were crying out.
Okay, I said, imagine that Russia invaded the United States. Would you be willing to defend the United States and pick up arms and fight?
I would not defend the United States.
You would not. Even though the United States is your home, you would not defend it if the Russians would come.
The United States is no longer what it used to be.
Hey, are you stupid?
Wh-
America itself, we are a military. Like,
Calm down. I'll interview you in 2 minutes. Just let me finish up, okay? Just one second.
Your interview is bullshit because America can't
So-
many things in our fucking.
So calm down, my friend. Calm down.
What's used to be, brother?
Dude, I enlisted in the Marine Corps at 17. You're not fucking fool.
Calm down. So the question. Wait. Let him. He got disconnected. You see. So the only question that I have: what would you like? What would happen for you to say, you know what? I am defending my home and my family.
I would defend my own family, that's for sure. But
Your own
the
family.
United States is not my own family, but the United States is not my own family.
No, I understand. The United States is a collection of many people's families, you know. But
It's just it's not even a government. It's just companies now.
yes, it seems you're very wise for your age, my friend. Thank you very much for this interview, Hunter, and I wish you best of luck in your life. Thank you.
Thank you, brother.
Oh, AJ. Nice to see you. You have your microphone on, AJ.
What?
You have your microphone. Oh, wonderful. You think I could interview you for a few minutes, AJ? Is that possible? Is it possible if I interview you? I have a few questions that I would like to ask you. Is it possible to make a short interview with you?
Yeah, if you make it quick.
Yeah, come this way. Okay, first of all, thank you for your interview. What is your name?
Mohammed.
Muhammad. Oh, nice. Where are you from, Muhammad?
Right here, this soil.
Oh, Iraq. Oh, okay, nice. Tell me, how do you feel about the situation in Palestine now, Muhammad?
I feel that they're here for no reason and that we deserve to keep our oil.
Okay. And how do you feel about the interventions of the United States in Arab land? It's not just Iraq, but it's also Syria. All the wars in the Middle East. What do you think is behind that? Is it just oil, or could it be other motives also?
I think it's all just oil, money. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Do you think Israel plays a role in this?
What'd you say?
Do you think Israel plays a role in this?
Yes.
Yes. For example, Netanyahu told in the Security Council that the United States should invade Iraq and they would be hailed as liberators. Do you remember this? Maybe you've seen this or not? Have you heard about this? That the Israelis were trying to lobby the Americans to invade Iraq and Iran and many other countries in the Middle East. What do you think the reason is for this?
Money.
Yes. Do you think also if the Arab countries are weak, that makes Israel like in a stronger position?
Yeah, I guess.
You're from Iraq. Do you feel that the Iraqis had the right to defend themselves against the invaders?
Yes.
Yes. Do the Palestinians have the right to defend themselves?
I feel like everyone has a right to defend themselves.
That's very well said, Mohammed. Very well said. Thank you for your interview. And follow us on our YouTube channel, Lord Ravik. I will post it there. And thank you very much and have a nice day. Let's see if I can go to the Americans' side to ask if they can do some interview with the other side, the Americans, you know? By the way, I was very impressed by Muhammad's pronunciation of American English. Very good, very good. Hello? I'm a journalist. Hello? I'm a journalist. Can I interview someone? Don't shoot. I'm a journalist. Don't shoot, guys. Don't shoot. I'm unarmed. Don't kill me, I'm a journalist. Hello? Hello? Is there anyone I can interview? I'm a journalist. Independent journalist doing an interview. Is there anyone I can interview here? Anyone with a microphone? Can I interview you, sir? Do you have a microphone? Do you have a microphone? Yes? No? No? Hello? Hello? Oh, King, I already saw it. Doesn't have a microphone. Oh, all of this area is destroyed. Totally destroyed. Everyone is dying. Oh, don't crash, don't crash. Okay, as a war correspondent, I'm, see, look. Look at this helicopter and shooting. Oh, they killed the helicopter. This is live. And Lord Ravik's news channel, you saw it here, live. They shot him down. Unbelievable. You saw this here live with me. Oh, the connection is not good. We'll have to re-establish connection, guys. Oh, they shot me down, man. Maybe I can save myself though. Okay. Yeah, I started playing it a couple of months ago, actually. Hello, brothers.
Mashallah, he dead, run.
Are you, can I interview you, brother? Can I interview you? I have a few questions to ask. Brother, can I interview you? Hello? Brother? Can you hear me? Can I interview you?
Yes, brother. What do you need, brother?
Okay.
You want to ask me a question?
Yes. I want to ask you a question. Where are you from?
From Kandahar, brother.
Kandahar, Afghanistan. Nice. What is your name, brother? Rasheed. Nice name. Let me ask you something. How do you feel about the possibility of a new war with the United States and another Middle Eastern country?
Another one?
Yes, they want to invade Iran and they want to send troops
Of course.
Yemen.
Iran's been on the table for years. First it was Lebanon, then Syria.
Yes.
Everybody, anyone that has no central bank, brother. They want to take over. They privatize the water and everything else.
So
my cousin bin Salam bin Laden, he's brother. On boost oil, hook them up together. My cousin,
what do you think is the reason for the Americans being so obsessed with the Middle East?
Say again, there's too many bombs.
Yes, what do you think is the reason for the American being so obsessed with the Middle East and always trying to kill this region?
The Jew, brother.
You're saying Israel has something to do with it. Thank you. Why do you think Israel can never fight their own wars and is always trying to get their brother United States to fight for them?
Well, brother, most of the United States is controlled by Jews. Everybody has a dual citizenship. Donald Trump, he's also Jew. Brother, this is no secret.
Yes.
America's been controlled by Jews since World War I, II.
Yes.
Mostly II.
Yes. Some people even say that the state of Israel had something to do with the assassination of JF Kennedy. How do you feel about that?
Well, this has to do with Israel's nuclear weapons program, brother.
Yes, exactly. They're talking always that Iran should not have nuclear weapons, but Israel has 90 nuclear bombs. Confirmed. Yeah.
No.
More than enough to destroy the entire world. But for some reason, their neighbors, they're not allowed to have these weapons. What do you think is behind that?
Iran can't. It's not even just weapons, brother. Just nuclear power. Not even.
Yes. That is it. That's very interesting. And isn't it interesting that the Americans are always fighting their wars, but whenever America has a war in the Middle East, Israel never helps them? What do you think this means? That the Israeli maybe value Israeli lives more than American lives?
No, brother. Anyone who's not Jew is blamed. They let them kill each other.
Yes.
This is how they work.
Yes, I see what you mean. What do you think the world should do with Israel to deal with it?
Oh, brother. You know, I don't know. These days, I feel like it's already too late. Brother.
Should we bomb them? Should we invade them? Should we
We should just cut off support, brother.
Yes, yes,
Simple
that was
as
the yes.
And let them fend for themselves, and then we see how world react.
Excuse me. I had to burp. Excuse me. So, if we cut off support to Israel, so Europe, United States stop supporting Israel, what do you think will happen?
Let them fight their own war.
Yes, I understand. They fight their own war. What will that mean for the Palestine? You think for the Palestinians if Americans don't send Israelis bombs and money anymore?
I think the Palestinian people do very well for themselves if we stop bombing them and stop supporting Israel. But this brother, this is not reality. You know,
No.
Americans are very stupid. They're by proxy after 9/11. They have distaste for Muslims and anything in Muslim countries. This is why you see we invade and kill Gaddafi.
Yes.
Syria.
Yes. And like all the except for a few like oil-rich countries in the Middle East, the United States has bombed or killed people in almost the majority of Muslim countries now. Why do you think that Saudi Arabia and the UAE and these countries are not using their money and power to put pressure on the United States or to support our Muslim brothers in Gaza and Palestine? Why do you think they are, it seems to be more on the side of Israel?
Brother, everybody in the United States is a politician is Bush.
Yes. Yes.
And then, you know, you have APAC and everything else. It's just, you know, it's all control.
Yes.
Everybody has the pocket line, and, you know,
Yes.
that's
It is.
the way it goes. If you
It,
don't get in the line, then they have other than so these people are all corruptible that are there, and, you know, everybody there has a price, and there is no shortage of money where these people come from, the small heads.
if you have criticized, if you have critique on the state of Israel, does it mean that you hate Jews?
Of course not.
Do people in Afghanistan hate Jewish people?
I don't think that the people in Afghanistan hate anybody.
Yes. I think the people of Afghanistan are very honorable people and good people, and they went through a lot of difficulties in the years, and still they are smiling and they're happy people. That shows the character of the Afghani people. And I thank you very much, brother, for your interview, for your opinions. Thank you very much, and I will let you play. Feel free to join me on Twitch or on YouTube. I will post this on YouTube today or
Brother,
tomorrow.
hold on. Let me get Nokia.
Nokia 3310.
Yes, brother. Let me type your YouTube, brother.
Okay.
Go, tell me.
Lord Ravik.
Spell. It's too loud. There's a fucking tank over here.
You see how my name is here?
Okay.
It's like this.
Where are you from, brother?
Originally from Morocco, but I grew up all my life in Europe. From a little boy in Netherlands, and now I'm living in Spain. And I'm just doing a little bit of... they're shooting at us, but watch out, brother. I'm doing here now I'm like a war correspondent. Okay.
Yo, my crossbow didn't work.
Oh, wait, don't kill him, don't kill him. Wait, let me heal him. I want to interview him. Don't, I want to interview him, man. Oh, no. Wait, don't shoot. I just want to ask you some questions. Don't shoot. I was just with you. Can I do a short interview with you?
Yeah, sure, man.
Okay. What is your name?
Chris.
Okay, let's go a little bit back, Chris, so we can hear each other better without the bombs. Thanks for the interview, Chris.
I'm not gonna lie, I tried killing you.
Yeah, that's okay, man. It's okay. It's just a game. I'm just trying to do some interviews with people and hear their opinion in our life. That's it. Okay? Okay, thank you, Chris. So, how old are you, Chris?
I am 28.
28. Where do you live?
I live in the U.S.
In the U.S. Would you like to share with us what state in the U.S. or
Florida.
Florida? And generally, how happy are you with the state in your life in Florida? Is it good?
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
Okay. Can I ask you, in the last elections, did you vote and who did you vote for?
I didn't vote, actually.
Is there a reason why you didn't vote? If you don't want to share, it's okay.
No, I mean, I wasn't really comfortable with either choice, really.
Do you?
I think.
Yes?
What's that?
No, continue, sorry.
No, if I would have voted, I probably would have voted for Trump, but I didn't vote. And I'm pretty impartial.
Okay. How do you feel about the fact that in the United States you have an entire aisle of cereal and an entire aisle of beer, but only two presidential candidates?
I think it's ridiculous, yeah. I think we should have way more choices.
Are you aware of any other forms of democracy except for the ones that is applied in the United States?
What do you, as far as what?
So, you have a form of democracy where you have basically choice of two parties. You have an independence, but they never win. No one really counts them in, but you have the Democrats and the Republicans, yes? And it either goes left or it goes right. There are other countries where you have different forms of That's the only problem of this type. That's the only problem with this type of I'm so sorry, Brooklyn Blade. I'm so sorry. What was I saying? Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Oh, is he back? Is he gone? I have my friend. Ah, wonderful. You're also back. You're back. Wonderful. Okay. Can you hear me? Wonderful.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Wonderful. Okay. Yeah, we got disconnected. What I was saying is, do you know of any, for example, in some countries, you have different parties and you can vote on the party, and then based on who gets the most vote in every party, they are elected head of that party, and if they get the most votes, then they become prime minister. Okay?
Yeah.
So, do you think that this is maybe a more fair system than what you have in the United States, or it doesn't really matter? Okay.
No, I mean, I'm not familiar enough with it to say yes or no, but it sounds better. Probably is better.
How do you feel about money in politics? Does that say anything to you, money in politics, or?
Yeah, there's a lot of bribery going on.
How do you feel about that?
It's not good.
Yeah.
Which win everything, pretty much.
Do you think that bribery, corruption in this form, does that affect the American people, you think?
It does, for sure, yeah.
How does it affect the American people, in your opinion?
I mean, we don't have much of a choice as far as elections go when rich people are kind of controlling everything.
Yeah, yeah. Do you think it's fair that a billionaire can just put millions behind some guy to get him elected by putting smear campaigns on the TV and the radio to discredit someone else because, and then later, yeah, it's very interesting. How do you feel?
Where are you from, by the way?
Originally, I'm from Morocco, but I grew up. I consider myself more Dutch as I grew up in the Netherlands. But at the moment. Okay, so how do you?
I was born in Finland.
Oh, Finland. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
It's very different weather than Florida.
Yeah, I went from Finland to Florida. Yeah.
Yeah, that's wonderful. So I have one more question. How do you feel about the possibility of the United States going to war with Iran?
Oh shit, well, that's a. What do you mean, like a full-on war? Full-blown war?
Yes, there is talks about a possible war with Iran. Do you think that because the president Donald Trump got elected with the promise to make America great again, do you think that going to war with Iran would help in making America great again?
No, I don't think that would help us at all.
Do you think that the United States would benefit in any way from invading another country in the Middle East? Besides, of course, the debts and these things that are associated with war.
No, I don't think the American citizen gains anything. I think the U.S. government makes money off war, and then they get oil and other stuff.
Yeah. Do you think that some people say that the United States is less a democracy and more like a proxy for Israel? How do you feel about that?
I can't say yes or no to that. I don't really know.
Have you ever heard of that?
No, that's the first time I heard that.
Have you ever heard of AIPAC? Oh, can you hear me? You got disconnected?
Yeah, I got disconnected.
Ah, okay. Have you ever heard of AIPAC by any chance?
I can barely hear you now. You're like really muffled.
Oh. How about now? Do you hear me better now?
You're good.
Okay.
You're good.
Have you ever heard of AIPAC?
No, what's that?
Well, AIPAC is a very interesting thing. AIPAC is an organization of Jewish people that support the state of Israel, but it's not Jewish people. It's primarily Zionists, and what they do is they spend like hundreds of millions of dollars, and they got in the last 10 years 321 officials elected, and the only thing that they ask is that you support the state of Israel. So a lot of these people are more, that they get elected, are more loyal to the state of Israel than to the United States. So they are pushing the agenda of the Israelis. That's why the United States gives $3.5 billion every year to Israel, and in the last 10 years, it's been almost like $30 billion. Do you think that this $30 billion could have been used in better ways in the United States? Or do you think it doesn't really matter?
No, of course, it could be used in better ways. I don't know why we're involved in Israel's politics and wars and all that.
Some people say that the Israelis might have had something to do with the assassination of JFK. Have you ever heard about this? And what do you feel?
So never heard of that.
Okay.
I mean, maybe.
Okay.
I can't confirm or deny anything.
Okay. I want to thank you very much for this opportunity to interview you. And if you want, you can kill me. I won't consider that a war crime. If not, I will be on my way. Yeah, man.
No, I mean, if you can find someone else to go interview, you can go.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, Thanks very much. If you want, you can follow me on YouTube or Twitch. I will post this interview on YouTube, okay? Thank you very much, and have a nice day.
You too.
But once again, Brooklyn Blade, if you're watching, I am really sorry. I wasn't paying attention because HDD is super focused, and I didn't pay attention to the chat. When did I start playing it? A couple of months ago. I started playing this game. It's absolutely amazing. I enjoy it. I like it. And it's a little bit role-playing, a little bit real. We're mixing role-play with like real scenarios. And I'm looking now for another guy to interview. If there is someone with a microphone, I'm gonna see if I can go all the way to the Americans' base. Maybe I will reach it, maybe not. And I will see if I can interview them. Okay? So that's it. It kills me. It's very risky, you know? It's very risky. Oh, maybe I should throw away my gear, because they will think I am. Look, I'm gonna throw everything off. Did they see I don't have any? Makes running a little bit easier, but we're looking for American soldiers that we can interview for our news channel called Lord Ravik's. Instead of CNN, it's BNN, the Brother News Network. Yes, that's what we're calling it, BNN, Brothers News Network. And why brother? Because we're all brothers one way or another, you know, we're brothers in humanity, and we care about each other, and we want this senseless. Hey, you, wait. Sir, do you hear me? In the truck. Wait, please. I want to interview you. I'm a journalist, please. Oh my God, he doesn't hear me. Oh my God. I'm unarmed, you know, I'm unarmed. Please. Wait for me, wait. I would just like to interview you. Don't shoot me. I'm unarmed. I am unarmed. I'm trying to interview people. I'm a journalist. Can you guys wait for me 1 second, please? I'm unarmed. I don't have any weapons. I would just like to... Do you have a microphone? Hello? Do you have a microphone by any chance? Hello? Sir. Do you have a microphone? No, I'm unarmed. I just want to interview you. I promise. I don't... See the people. They want to kill. Look, I was all the way here. See, Americans, that's why they say that they commit a lot of war crimes and these things, you know. Why they kill me? I have to go to oil field. What the hell? This guy is really shooting me. The hatred, you know, in his eyes is like unnormal. I just want to talk to you guys, you know. Hello, people. Can I talk to you guys? Hey, Mr. Bong, do you have a microphone? I am unarmed. I'm a journalist. Can I speak to you guys? I am unarmed. I am just doing interviews with the American and the Taliban. Please come in the building. I don't have any weapons, and please stop shooting. I would just like to do an interview. Hello? Can you come? I just want to do an interview. That's it. I promise. I will come out with my hands up. You know, don't shoot me. Please don't shoot me. Don't shoot me. I just want to do an interview. Don't shoot me. Americans, I would like to do an interview with you. Can I do an interview with you Americans? Hello? No, don't shoot, man, don't shoot. I just want to do an interview, that's it. I don't have weapons. I am unarmed, don't shoot me, please. I just want to do an interview, okay? I'm going to your tent, don't shoot me, please. Please, don't shoot me, please. I just want to do an interview, that's it. Come to the tent, we can have a conversation. Come. Come, please, I saw you, come, please. I know you saw me too, come, please. Hello? Wouldn't this be funny if I take over without any weapons? What is... Oh, sir. Yeah, I come to do an interview. No, don't kill me. I don't have weapons. I just want to do an interview. I'm a journalist. Okay? Here, look. I don't have anything on me. I don't have weapons. I don't have anything. I just came to talk to you guys. Oh my God, you scared me, man. It's a war crime to shoot a journalist. Don't shoot a journalist, man. Do you have a microphone?
What are you doing here?
I came to interview you. Oh no, man. Look at these people. They're just killing me. I am innocent. I am just a journalist. Please, don't shoot. Don't shoot. Please, don't shoot. I am just a journalist. That's it. Wow, the explosions of these people. This is on the BNN News Network, dear friends. You can see there is fighting between the Americans and the Taliban. And there is massive casualties on both sides. And we're looking to see if we can interview an American soldier, you know. We interviewed a few Taliban members, and now this is the time to see the perspective of the Americans. But the Americans have been shooting at us, thinking that we are a part of the Taliban. Unfortunately, no, don't shoot. Can I interview you? Come inside. I don't have weapons. I honestly don't have weapons. Here, look. I don't have anything on my back neither. Do you have a microphone? Can we interview you?
What are you doing, lad?
I'm just doing an interview. I'm like a journalist. You know, there is so much firework here in Spain. I was very surprised. I thought that... Excuse me, sir? Is this your car? Brother, is this your car? Oh, you take it. Where are you going, sir? Where are you going? You have a very soft ass, man. Oh, is that you, Hunter? So you have a microphone or not, my friend? With the soft ass. Oh, look, helicopter. This is our friendly, no? Yes, go straight. Right. You're straight. Journalist, I don't have weapons. Look. I don't have weapons out. Do you have a microphone? Come on. Don't shoot me. I promise I'm not shooting you. I don't have, look. I'll drop my weapons. Do you have a microphone? Here. I don't have weapons. Do you have a mic? I don't have one. Look.
Yeah, I do have a mic, but I think you've got a suicide vest.
No, I swear I don't have that. Here. I'll take it off. Here. Wait. What the fuck, dude? Why, bro? Why? Just... Wait. Look. I'm not gonna shoot you. Dude, I'm not gonna shoot you. I just want an interview with you. That's it. Wait. I just want to interview with you. Like 2 minutes, then you can kill me, okay? Just 2 minutes, then you can kill me, okay? 2 minutes. Wait. Dude. I'm behind you. I'm not shooting. Just 2 minutes, then you can kill me, okay? Come. Just for an interview, then you can kill me, okay? Come this way. I don't want anyone to kill you. Just come here, man. I could have shot you if I wanted. I didn't want to shoot you. No. Okay, I just have it here. I'm gonna throw. I'm gonna throw. I had a few interviews with different people. Oh fuck! Why you killed him, man? Maybe I can resuscitate him. Oh no. Why? I tried to save him. You saw that, people, huh? I'll interview you also. Okay, first of all, thank you for the interview. Secondly, what is your name?
My name is Nasser the Mujahid.
Nasser the Mujahid, that is the best name, you know. How old are you, Nasser?
I'm 27, brother.
27. And where do you live?
I live in Dawlat.
Okay. And the first question that I have, did you vote by any chance the last elections?
Which ones?
The
one to choose the leader of New Syria or the American ones?
No. I mean like in your place, where you live. Did you vote?
Oh yeah. We chose for a new sheikh, the Amir al-Mu'minin.
Okay.
So in Syria we voted for Sheikh Mohammed Didiou from Mauritania. He's now our counselor and our sheikh.
Okay, mashallah. Okay, how do you feel about the Americans trying to start a new war with Iran?
They haven't been doing good lately, man. They be losing. You know, Afghans send them away. You know, they're scared for Iran. They'll always be talking about, yeah, we're gonna blow you up. But Trump has never been hitting the red button.
Yes.
You know, he's pussy, bro.
Yes.
You know, he's pussy.
So you feel the Muslims in the Middle East are ready for to defend their homeland?
Bro, we are always ready for jihad. You might kill me, and there will be someone else who's grabbing up my gun, who's going to fight in my place.
Okay. Why do you think America is always like so in the Middle East, always at war with different countries? They were at war with Syria, with Iraq, with Libya, with different countries. What is the reason for them, you think?
I'll explain to you real clear. So America are the dogs of Israel. They always try to help them out, and they also invade these countries for their resources. That's why. So
there is like two things. You see now, for example, Trump saying that they are going to take over Gaza, that Gaza, they should be rebuilt, and they take that over. You think that this has to do with the resources in front of Gaza, these gas fields?
No, that's the first point I was trying to make. They always want to help out Israel. They put Israel above their own people. How is there so many people without homes in America? They have no houses, they have no food, they have no jobs. Like the rate of jobless people is so high in America. Why do they spend the American resources and money into Israel? Why don't they have their own people?
Yes, the Americans, they give $3.5 billion in aid every year to Israel, but at the same time, like you're saying, they have homelessness, they have mental health problems, they have addiction, they have many problems that they're facing as a country. But instead of solving these issues, they are sending money to the state of Israel. What do you think the reason is that the Americans are so invested in the state of Israel?
One reason might be, I'm not sure if it is. It could be like a satanic thing, like, I don't know, the magic kind of thing. It could also be, what could also be a reason, there is Christian people that believe for the Antichrist, for Jesus to come back to life, the people of Israel have to go back to Israel. So by helping out Israel, they help the people, the Jewish people, go back to their homeland.
Yes.
According to them.
Yes.
The process of getting Jesus back.
What do you think about this logic that these Christian people think that they should help God to create the end times? It's like, oh, someone is shooting at us, bro.
We should move. We should move.
Let's move a little bit.
Trust in God, man.
Yes, yes. If we die, we die.
I've prayed Fajr, bro. Fajr, bro. I'm good. I'm good, bro.
Okay.
I've prayed Fajr.
Yeah. To repeat my question is, I lost my
I've
question.
heard your question. Your question was, what do you think about those people trying to do God's work?
Yes, yes. Do you think that God needs to depend on people?
No.
Or do you think he has set up his own time? Yes, exactly.
No, people depend on God. God doesn't need people to...
Allah yarhamuk. Come. A very, very powerful message from our brother. Okay. Oh, he died. Oh, you're still alive?
I don't know where they're at.
Okay, it's no problem.
Yeah, I have no clue, bro. I have no clue.
No problem. Either way, brother, this is thank you for your time and interview. Okay. First of all, thank you for the interview. What is your name?
My name is Backwoods J.
Backwoods J. Okay, J. How old are you?
I'm 23.
23. And where do you live?
I live in the U.S.
And how is life for you in the U.S.?
It's okay.
It's okay. Could be better.
Very much.
How do you feel about the statement, make America great again?
As long as it is, actually great again, that is fine.
What would need to happen for America to be great?
Probably equal, tariffs, everything like that. Because from an American citizen, you pay taxes on everything to make up for what these places have to spend to get the product into America.
Okay.
Where if you go to Japan, you don't have to pay those taxes as high.
Yes. Well.
With rising costs and everything, it is hard to afford anything.
You're saying inflation is already making people suffer, and now with these tariffs, it's becoming more difficult for people to make ends meet.
With outside tariffs, if it's inside tariffs, it's okay.
Okay.
Because I can afford eggs now.
Okay. In the United States, it's very common for people to have 2 and 3 jobs. Why do you think that is?
To be able to afford food and bills, because everything is corporate, and corporates make everything expensive. No.
But if America is great and it's the best place, I hear often that they say America is the best place to be. There is no other place I'd rather be. But hearing this from as an outsider, I feel sometimes Americans are like that frog. You know that experiment of the frog in the boiling water? If you throw a frog in boiling water, it jumps out because it feels the heat. But if you slowly increase the heat, then it doesn't know what's happening and it dies. I feel Americans are a little bit like this frog, because I grew up in Europe, and for most of my life, I've never ever seen anyone have 2 jobs. And people make ends meet. They can afford their groceries and things like that. Why do you think that Americans are okay with having 2 and 3 jobs and they don't protest to their government and saying that life has become too expensive for us. We need a solution for this.
So the same news stations that everybody else hears from, like CBS, NBC, they are very democratic. So whenever they talk about America and all of these things, they interview the great things, the good people and the rich people, but they don't want to talk to people like me who are poor, because then the outside world has to see that we're not all that great. But in terms of countries, this is probably one of the best countries that I've been in. I've been to Japan, and Japan has a lot of diversity. So like, they have like Japanese only things, which is okay, but you can't expect what is my thinking of
what makes America the best country that you have been? What makes it special? What makes it
freedom?
Okay, give me an example of these freedoms.
I can walk down the street and do almost anything other than, and obviously kill somebody.
Yeah, okay. So can I in Morocco?
Huh?
I said, so can I in Morocco? What makes that freedom felt and perceived differently in the United States than anywhere else in the world?
Like whenever I was in France, like here I can walk down the street and I can eat.
Yes.
I can say anything that I want. If I walk down the street in like France, I can't do that.
But in France they have freedom of expression and these things and liberty for the. How do you perceive that differently in America?
Just the way that what I mean is in France, because of the way that I look. If I say, if I talk about certain things, then they look at me weird, and I once had the cops called on me to search me.
Yes.
Where in America, it's like, oh, okay, whatever.
So you feel more free to express yourself in the United States than in France, for example.
Yes.
So this is maybe one of the blessings of America. Are there things that you are unhappy with in America?
Once you get past the, I think the word is like pseudo-racism.
Yes.
They're racist, but they don't understand that, basically.
Is it racist or is it ignorance?
A little bit of both. Because they'll talk about, like black people.
Yes.
Black people they love chicken, which technically they're not wrong.
Yes.
As a black man, they're not wrong.
Yes.
But at the same time, it's also like you don't have to say that.
Who doesn't like chicken? It's synonymous to black people.
Right.
For sure. What do you think about the possibility of a war between the United States and Iran?
From the perspective of somebody from the U.S., it's nothing new. I mean, even whenever they say, "Oh, we're not at the war," we're always at war.
Yes. Do you think that there is that the reasons that we hear on the news are the reasons for those wars, or do you feel that there are different reasons that we don't know as common people?
As somebody who I don't really say too much about it, because if so you have a lot of people who will say, oh, you know, it's because of religion, like you were talking about with
Nasser.
Nasser. And then you have a lot of people who say, oh, it's because of oil, it's because of this. It is in a light sense. We don't. So a lot of the reason why, like you were saying with Nasser, with Israel, Americans just don't know. We don't get told, you know, oh, this is where our spending is going. The first time that the Ukraine went to war with Russia, we didn't know that we were spending money to fund them until the second war. We didn't know for a long time that we were sending money to Israel. But now we do, and a lot of like the Trump supporters, they don't like it because.
How do you feel about $3.5 billion every year going to Israel?
Bad.
It is. I don't like it because we can take it and put it somewhere for us.
Do you think that Israel should be entitled to that money?
No.
Israel should not be entitled to anything American.
Do you think that there is a possibility for the United States and Israel to separate their interest?
We could fight together if it is within reason.
But you know, in all the wars that the United States had, Israel never fought on your side. You always fought on the side of Israel, like in Iraq, in Syria, and all the other neighboring countries that they have a problem with. The United States fought on their side, on their behalf. But in Iraq, they didn't provide military support. So when the Americans and the Iraqis were fighting, it's not like Israel sent troops or airplanes and things like this.
Practiced within armed forces globally.
Yes, correct. The most that they did was surveillance. You know, like
exactly.
Yeah.
So, what do you think about that? It's like, you know what this reminds me of? It reminds me a little bit of a relationship, and you can correct me if I'm wrong. It reminds me of a relationship with a woman. So, in one case, the relationship has the dynamic between a man and a woman. That the man takes the woman out to dinner, he spends on her, but the woman never spends on him. He has the obligation to defend her, but she doesn't have the obligation to defend him. And a woman can be on the street and be insulted by another man and call her man over to come and defend her. And for me, maybe I'm wrong, but you can correct me on this. The relationship between the United States and Israel is a little bit like this. That yes. How do you feel as an American? How do you feel about that? That you are in this relationship with another nation that has so much control over your spending, wars, a lot of things like the presidents. You see, like when in the Senate or in just in any political office, that when Netanyahu comes, he is revered and given so much respect that as an outsider it looks almost unnatural.
Right. So I don't like it. It's like every toxic relationship, it has to end eventually. And I'm hoping that within the next 40 years it will.
Okay.
If I don't know if you know or not, but the Democrats they let Netanyahu just kind of be in the United States whenever he wanted to, even though he was wanted by the international court.
Yes. They shield him.
Here's a little fun fact. Israel has committed more human rights violations in every single country on earth.
Yes.
Doubled.
Yes. How do you feel about Israel, bomb Meister?
I don't hate the Israeli people. I mean, innocent people.
Yes.
But I don't like the Israeli government. I don't like the Israeli Defense Force.
Yes.
Free Palestine.
Yeah, I understand that, but I mean, like, when it comes to your country, when it comes to the relationship of your country with Israel, does it seem to you as a healthy relationship of equals and partners?
No, it seems like we're giving them money for nothing in return, other than maybe some strategic information and missile storing in the Middle East. Yeah, I don't think America should have any relationship with Israel. They should stand on their own 2 feet by themselves.
Do you think that, like, imagine if the United States, because if I remember correctly, Netanyahu, when the second Gulf War was about to happen, when there was talk about this, Netanyahu went into the Security Council and testified that the American people would be hailed as saviors, that if they invaded Iraq, that the American people would turn against their own government, and not just the American people, but this would reverberate all over the Middle East, even in Iran. In Iran, the Iranian people would overthrow their government. That was what he testified, that there were weapons of mass destruction, and that you should bring democracy in the Middle East, and that was the information that they were giving. Now, Israel has a long track record of lying to the United States, and even spying on the United States.
They even sunk the USS Liberty.
Yes,
which killed Americans.
Yes, it came, and then what I found extremely despicable is that the Americans covered this up for the Israelis. Now I ask myself, especially also in that time, why would Americans do that? Why would they classify that and cover that up? What would be the reason?
Do you want the answer?
Yeah, of course. I want your opinion.
And this is like the political part of it. So the Democratic Party, they always defend everything that happens within the Middle East. You know, whenever Trump was in whenever he was in office the first time, he was pulling out of the Middle East, but he was doing it slowly.
Yes.
And then, as a way to say, "Oh well, we did it," Biden just yanked the Liberty out. That's caused a lot of people to be left in the Middle East. A lot of Americans to be left in the Middle East because they weren't going back for them.
Yes.
That is the Democrats' mindset. They don't mind leaving people behind as long as they get the majority out, which means in the terms of Israel, their mindset is, well, you have something that
fuck. Disconnect server. Oh, this server always disconnects on me and many other people. But okay, we try again. It's an interesting conversation, different perspectives. That's what we are here for, to interview people and see what's going on. I think the boys will be back any second. Hey, okay, there we are.
It's commercially profitable for business and keeping rich
Right.
people rich and cooling the poor population, making sure.
Can you guys repeat? Because I got disconnected for a few moments.
Yep.
Okay, I can hear.
You talk to him. You talk to him for a second. I have to go get something to drink.
Wonderful. Okay, Baumeister.
What's up?
Tell me your perspective on this. Like, what do you think the future of the United States? Like, this latest president was elected with the promise to make America great again. Do you think that America can be great if it continues on this path of this type of relationship it has with Israel?
No, but I don't think it has anything to do with Israel, though. Like, sure, giving them money is bad, but I have a great sense that the United States is gonna maybe have a civil war again. That, you never know, but I think we're just too divided to be unified and great, so to speak. I don't know. I mean, if we got rid of sending money to foreign countries, or intervening in foreign countries either secretly or openly,
Yeah.
that would be a good step to being a better country.
I personally, I think you're right. I think if the United States continues on its trajectory, you are most likely going to head into a civil war. And that's not something that I wish for the American people, honestly. I make a distinction between the American people and the American government. I don't like the American government. I do like the American people. I think in general the American people are good people, but a lot of them are misinformed and ignorant when it comes to geopolitics. And this is one of the reasons.
That's what the government wants to do. Like, they do not want us knowing about geopolitics.
And that's one of the reasons why I do what I do, is because I would like to show a different perspective than just the perspective that we always hear through the media, the classical media. Because once you look into this, the classical media are owned by a few companies. And they just show us one perspective that is not even an objective perspective. It's literally they show us what they want us to know. And how can you make informed decisions if you're missing information? So for me, yes?
No, go ahead. Sorry, I was just moving.
No, for me, that's one of my motivation, is to talk to people and to look. This is for fun and games, but I'm also really interested in other people's opinion, because, I know my own thoughts, but who am I to say that what I believe is the absolute truth, or what you believe is the absolute truth? But if we can engage in dialogue and engage in conversation, then maybe the truth will show itself for the both of us. So for me, that's why I do what I do. This is like a role play scenario for me. But these interviews I started doing today because I'm really interested. I see that there is a sincere and real threat to another war, and maybe even a world war. And I am really sincerely wondering about how people feel about that, because I don't want a world war, and I don't think you want a world war. You don't want to be sent to the Middle East to fight for what? For something that isn't going to really better your country, and it's not bettering my country. So why are we being forced? Because unfortunately, from my perspective, it's not the people who decide that we go to war that send their children. Hunter Biden is not going to go to war, and the son of Donald Trump is not going to go to war, and unfortunately, those guys will be somewhere on a yacht or somewhere in an airplane, somewhere far away and very safe from all the bombs and all the problems. And it is the common people like you and me that will be forced to fight. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was telling Backwoods Jay here, there's a book called War is a Racket, and it's by a major general of the Marine Corps.
Yeah.
During World War One, and the book is a short book and a speech he gave in the 1930s. It essentially philosophizes the whole reason the United States goes to war or intervenes in foreign countries, and it's simply to line the pockets of the wealthy and cool the population of the poor. And yeah, I mean, if people just took 2 seconds to read and shit on their own, we probably wouldn't have war at all, but you know, the government says go fight, and they do for whatever reason.
I want to ask if either of you knows, like, the true difference between the political parties and the rest of the world.
I don't think, from my perspective, and I'll give you, we can nitpick the small differences, but in generality, there is not a lot of difference when it comes to geopolitics. So the most important things, like for example, Israel, both the Democrats and the Republicans both support the state of Israel. Both give money to the state of Israel. Both give bombs to the state of Israel. Both support. And this is not what I'm saying. Like, look, Hillary Clinton is the opposite of Donald Trump. Hillary Clinton, in the cables that were leaked by WikiLeaks, in the cables she is saying that they should arm those Islamic groups in order to cause a civil war in Syria, and this will, when the civil war will happen, will be in the benefit of Israel. Now, if you have two opposite sides, you see at the moment what Trump is doing is absolutely in the benefit of Israel. He's sending more money, more bombs, and also dealing with the Houthis, and also dealing with trying to deal now and start a war with the Iranians. This is all in the benefit not of the United States but of Israel. And you see the two opposites both support the state of Israel. So from a geopolitics, this doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter who they elect, because the Americans, actually, Netanyahu said it best in one of his, there was like a conversation, private conversation with some family members that was recorded and posted online. It's even on my channel. You can see that Netanyahu is being asked about if they're going in these wars and killing the Palestinians and putting a lot of pressure, etc., etc. And they ask him, what will the Americans do? He says, I don't care about the Americans. The Americans are not going to do anything, because we have ways to persuade them to think the way we want them to think and move them in the direction that we want to have them. So the Americans, in their perspective, are very easily manipulated into doing what they want. And like some CIA agents, they give the explanation that it's not just with AIPAC, like this foreign entity that gives money to the political campaigns of individuals in the United States, and tries to manipulate the elections in the benefit of Israel, but it's also something more sinister. And that is, an example of that is by blackmail.
Oh, yeah.
The Mossad uses a lot of tools that it has, and some of them are blackmail. So, for example, if they know you are a Christian senator, but you like a young man and you sleep around, they blackmail you with pictures where you're sleeping with, you understand? And that is something that the politicians are very sensitive to. And then you have the Epstein files. The Epstein was reported to be like an Mossad, what is it? Not agent, but the word, I forgot the English word. It's basically someone that works for the Mossad as an informant.
Right.
So yeah, that's That's my perspective. It's not per se a spy, but it's more like he works for spies. So spies have like a relationship with him, and they help him out, and he is an asset. He was an asset for the Mossad. That's what it was. So.
By the way, they have checkpoints, so we might get shot at any time.
It's okay. We could try to defend
I want to
it.
get into the bush a little bit here.
I was gonna say that, or we should just move somewhere else.
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. Oh.
Got his ass.
I'm still alive.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
No, they took. No, brother. I shall cover you.
No. So you were saying like. With.
He's gonna come back.
Oh, our Nokias are ringing. So basically, I agree with a lot of the stuff that you're saying. By the way, it's more the Israel has like a chokehold on our government. They have so much of that blackmail.
Yeah.
That the government just does what they want. The one who doesn't. So
does he sound like Darth Vader to you?
No, it sounds normal to me.
For some reason, you have like the lowest voice known to man for me for a second.
Oh yeah, it'll happen.
That happens, or the chipmunk is also very funny one on the server. Sometimes you hear like chipmunk voices.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what was I saying?
The chokehold.
They have. Yeah, so they have a chokehold on all of the government officials. The thing that most United States citizens don't understand is if you look at the religion or background of a lot of the government officials.
Yes.
They are also Jewish.
A lot. There is an overrepresentation of Jewish people in positions of power, as they say. So that's in media, that is in finance, and that is also in politics. Whatever the reason for that is, I don't know. But it is very interesting nonetheless. It's not an overrepresentation as teachers or as policemen. It's in positions of power. So I don't know if this is by coincidence or on purpose, but it is something that American people are not aware of, that less than 4% of the population holds so many significant, important positions in their country.
A lot of Americans also don't understand that while yes, Obama was a good president, he wasn't what they thought he was either. He wasn't a Christian. He wasn't Jewish. He was what at the time was being sworn as America's number one enemy, a Muslim.
Yeah.
So,
do you think that the American people really want to know the truth about, for example, deep state and things like this? Or do you, because sometimes I feel like the American people are like a little bit like during Roman times. During Roman times, you had like the people, and as long as they had
circuses.
Yes, exactly. The bread and circuses.
Oh, yeah,
they were just entertained, and they can watch the NFL on Sundays, and they can afford food and drink, and basically the rest of that doesn't really matter to them.
So do you want the honest truth about America?
Yeah, because look, I don't think you can form really like an informed opinion on something without really talking to people. So yeah, give me the truth.
In America, in our schools, we are conditioned to be brainwashed, essentially, to live a life which is quote unquote the American dream. this American dream is work, go home, get a wife, work, go home, get a wife, you know, go home to your wife, have kids. That is the American dream. You work until you're 70 to be able to retire.
Wow.
Which most people are dead by that time.
Do you know that I'm 40 and I'm already retired? I live in Europe.
That would be amazing if I could do that.
I swear to God.
Technically, I can. I'm 23. I'm about to be driving semis again. I don't have kids. I don't have a house. I don't have anything like that. So I'll just save money.
I got married when I was 17. My first child when I was 18. I have 4 children now. The youngest is 8 days old, and the oldest is 23 almost. I had children. I was married, you know. So I'm not against that American dream, because everyone wants that dream, in essence, to be married, to have children, but you should work to live, not to live to work. And I think the American people really live to work.
Right. And where I was going with that, and Bomb, come here, because you can probably contest this.
Mm-hmm.
Where I was going with that is there are grants that, as an American citizen,
yes,
we cannot get. But somebody who comes from, say, Iraq, Iran, sometimes in Africa, a lot of the times in India, they can come over, get these grants, and start businesses. We can't do that as an American citizen.
That's interesting.
They have these grants available, but we pay 2 times the interest that the foreigners pay.
Whoa. That is something new. Give me one moment to change my batteries.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I'm back. That's very interesting and very disturbing at the same time.
Oh, fuck.
What happened? What happened, guys?
And I have to summarize this as well, for your viewers.
Yeah.
Whenever I say this, I'm summarizing that term. We have the grants.
Is this man live
yes.
right now?
Yeah. I'm live streaming on Twitch.
He's live. I think he's.
No, I am on
You
Twitch.
got like a YouTube channel or something?
Yeah. I have a YouTube channel, and I'm streaming on Twitch at the moment also. I don't think anyone is on Twitch.
Person, man, I'm not sure if that's against Twitch rules. So.
No, it's okay. I don't mind. Even if I get banned on Twitch, I don't really mind. This is just for what is that? You know, as a joke.
Right. But yeah, no, like, you can get grants that we can't. There are certain colleges that will take black people over white people. There's certain colleges that accept more Muslim people than Christian people. There's, you know,
how do you guys feel about this term that I hear, like the Great Replacement? Do you know anything about this?
If I'm correct, it's like, you know, they're attempting to replace like white people with people of color, right?
Yes. What do you think about this?
I don't think that it should be happening, mainly just because of the fact that, like, white people are natural. They were here naturally. You can't replace white people. You can mix them, but they will never die out. No,
but I don't think this. They're trying to kill them. I think, and this is.
No, I mean, like, by die out, I mean, like, the skin color.
Yeah, but I don't think it's even that deep. I think it's just trying to get more people from South America, for example, Venezuela, etc., that they will change the demographic of the United States and in like affect the outcome of elections, for example, because the largest group in the United States is white people. Is not, you know, that's just the demographic of the United States. So have you ever thought about this? Do you believe this? What do you think about this?
I believe that, like, in my honest opinion, and this is going to sound very weird. I'm political about almost everything.
Yes.
The Democratic Party is only here to destroy America. Why I say that is because the Democratic Party will look out for another nation rather than their own.
Well, you and I differ right there. I see no difference between Democrats and Republicans other than at face value for them to give us Americans like reasons to argue or be divided. I think.
Well, okay. I guess. Let me. Yeah, I should probably actually rephrase that. A true Democrat and a true Republican. Those are okay, but the terms of Republican and Democrat now that we have, they are, like you said, neither of them are good.
Let me ask you a question, both of you, and I would like both of you to answer this. I find it very fascinating that in a country where, like, one of its like best things that it has to offer is freedom. The United States is very famous for its freedom to have guns, freedom to express yourself. But when it comes to freedom of like expressing your own political identity, you only have two choices. So you have basically a Republican or Democrat. But in the things that don't matter, you have so much choice. So if you go to the supermarket, you have an entire aisle of cereal that you can choose from. You understand what I'm saying? If you go for beer, you have an entire aisle in the supermarket you can choose from. Like, the things that seems to me that you can choose are the things that don't matter. And I think I agree with Baumeister that the really important things is like, sometimes like, it's like, would you like to have shit or a shit sandwich? You know, they give you choice of both presidential candidates that you don't really like, but you're just choosing the least worst option, if you understand what I'm saying.
Right. Which that happened with this recent
Kamala and Trump. I'm not for Trump. I'm not against Trump. I like the idea of Make America Great Again. I think making America great would be a benefit for not just for the United States, but for the entirety of the world. Especially, I would hate to see the United States come to an end like the same way the Romans came to an end. So that's my personal opinion on that. But I would like both your opinions on this.
So if like our opinions on if America came to an end?
No, I mean, like, it seems that you have the illusion of choice. So you have choice, like these cereals, but not in the political parties that you can vote for.
So I'm very much like somebody who does my research. So I'll look like even with Joe Biden, I looked into his past. He's racist.
Yes.
He's very racist.
Yes, there are some. Yeah, you could say that, especially in the 80s and 90s.
Right, and nobody would report on that. nobody wanted to say that. Oh well, at one point he said that white kids are, poor kids are just as bright and talented as white kids. What do you mean by that, Joe? Like,
that's a good one. That's a good one, actually.
nobody wanted to report on that. As somebody who's running for president, why, or somebody who's voting, why would I want to vote for somebody like that? Especially as somebody of color.
Yeah. What do you think about this, Baumeister?
Regarding illusion of choice,
yes,
I agree that is where we're at now. I think it's kind of self-inflicted that we've let it get to this point. I think Americans as a whole need to take a step back from looking at federal politics initially and start looking into their communities and actually know who's running their communities on the political level and economic level. And then from there, they can learn about their state, and then from there, they'll have a better set of qualifications to look at a federal level, and maybe we stop getting these two-sided choices that are really just funded by money as opposed to actual intellectual political thought. And ideally, we should be having like 4, 5, 6, 7 political candidates who all have their own fair share of time, not restricted to how much money they have in a political war chest.
Yes.
This is like AOC, because she's ultra omega rich. Mm-hmm. She's the runner-up for the Democratic Party, and it's like, that's not how that works.
It works in your system like this. But your system seems, as an outside observer, it seems to be less and less democratic. Like, let me give you an example from another country. So I don't live in Spain that long, so I'm not going to give the Spanish as an example. But I grew up the majority of my life in the Netherlands. And in the Netherlands, you have different political parties. And what they do is they present a plan for this election. And this is what we want to do in the next 4 years. This is what we want to accomplish. And then people look at their ideas and vote based on that. So there are a lot of people that traditionally would vote for one party or another, but sometimes people move parties because their needs are not aligned with the political party that they would traditionally vote for. And so what you have is that people vote not just for the party, but for individuals within the party. So you could be number 10 in the list of the party, but if a lot of people vote on you, then you can become number 1 and the leader of that party.
Right.
But the more votes you get, the more seats you get in your cabinet, and you can be a ruling party, or sometimes you would have to share power with other parties and make a coalition and then rule the country. This is a little bit more the European style of democracy that I see. The Americans democracy is a little bit, you choose between left or right. And left or right are like it goes 1 term left, 1 term right, or 2 terms right, 2 terms left, and they're always constantly trying to sabotage the other, because there is like political gain for them in this. Like if they, it's not just the political parties that are sabotaging, it's also the news stations that report positively or negatively. So there is it seems to be like a form of self-sabotage.
Right. So originally within the American news channels and everything like that, politics was strictly forbidden from being talked about because ultimately the power of the news has the ability to like sway the average American's view. If we want to be real about why they can talk about it now, it was under a Republican president, they allowed politics to be talked about because of the fact of freedom of speech. Only, even whenever like George Washington had founded America,
yes,
anybody who reported news, like newspapers and stuff like that, they weren't allowed to do that because of that fact.
Wow.
They could simply just say, oh, they could dig up dirt on somebody and be like, oh, well, this, and this.
Yeah.
It was left up to like blogs. Somebody would have to go out and actually learn about that person, do their research. That was what it was originally supposed to be.
But you see, that's even now that's the case, because for example, if you have like a political candidate, you still have to do some research. But I see that a lot of Americans depend on media or on to inform them about this, and I kind of understand why, because if you're working like 2 or 3 jobs, you don't have the energy to go and do your research and look if Biden is okay and what's up with his son and these things, and you don't have the time for that. So maybe you are depending more on it's like a ready meal, like just to take it, put it in the microwave, and then your opinion is already formulated because someone did all the hard work, like this news station or this newspaper or this other person did this for you. It's like you're outsourcing this. The danger.
So
yes,
just before I forget,
yes,
whenever you said they don't have the time to do all that, the reason they don't have time is a political strategy that they put in place. It is to keep them from being able to do their research into certain candidates. We'll bring up Kamala. A lot of people didn't know Kamala isn't black. She's Indian and white. Her Jamaican side doesn't exist. She's a person of color, but not of my color, if that makes sense.
These things play a huge role in the United States, but less in other countries. So for us, like maybe you see this in France also. You lived in France?
I visited, but whenever I visit places, I go for like a month.
Okay. So, for example, in France, no one says you are Moroccan or Tunisian or Algerian, or they say just you're from the Maghreb. It's like, or you're African. When they say you're African, they don't say like you are my type of African. They say, okay, you're sub-Saharan African, and we're all lumped in together. And it doesn't matter if you're from Ghana or Nigeria or these things. Culturally, this doesn't really make. Oh, that's the enemies. We've been standing here for like a half an hour. It's very funny. It's very funny. I think they can hear us also, but
yeah, they probably just don't care.
They don't care. They're like, let them be. Let them be.
That's 3 more of the enemy. We don't have to fight. Well,
but it is quite hilarious. No, yeah, I would like to thank you for your time. I was just going to do a very short interview with you guys, but I had such a great time with you Thank you for your
Yeah.
time. And yeah, for your insights. I appreciate that. And I will let you be. I'll let you kill some Americans and continue the jihad. I appreciate
Yeah,
that.
brother.
Okay,
You're on
man.
Twitch, by the way. Best of luck with that.
Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks. Absolutely. Yeah. Feel free. I probably post this on YouTube though. On YouTube, I have a little bit more content. I rarely do anything on Twitch, to be honest. I just use it so I don't have to. It's like easy for recording, you know.
Yeah, that makes sense.
What was the YouTube channel again?
My name, Lord Ravik. I think it's called Lord Ravik Sociopath.
Do you have like 661 subscribers?
Yeah, that's it.
No.
Now you have 663.
Exactly. Thanks, guys. Okay.
Man, anytime you wanna talk about something, man, I'm always around.
For sure, man. This is my favorite server to play on, and not just for the role playing, but also to talk to very interesting people. And thanks for the conversation, and have fun, guys. Talk to you another time. Okay, I think this is the way to end the stream. Thanks everyone for watching. It was a wonderful experience to talk to other people. And yeah, please consider subscribing to the channel and following here. I'll have more content like this with different perspectives, different things. I'm not for, I'm not against many things. I just want to see your opinion, and that's it. This is Lord Ravik, over and out.